Hello everyone, I'm Randy Suarez, aka Silva Crow. Today we're back here with another amazing reaction. This time reacting to some more Zach Russian. This was also requested by a fellow subscriber, simply out of respect. So shout out to the fellow subscriber for recommending me to watch this. I cannot wait to get into this. And again, the dude is funny. Y'all like the Mama T fish fry and my first black cookout, so I'm reacting to this right now. So if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe to Zach Russian. Excuse me. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description to watch it uninterrupted. Also, link to my reaction to Murder Drones if you feel wanting to see my reaction to Murder Drones. Yes, I have a playlist, so I will leave that down below. Also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. Also link to my Cashapp. If you feel gracious to donate $5, $10, $15, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. Also hit that super thanks if you want to donate there. So, but further ado, buckle up and let's get started. All right, we're back here with some more Zach Russian, simply out of respect. So let's go.
Let me tell y'all a little story about how I almost got my ass whooped by a black man during Black History Month. By the end of the conversation, he was hugging me and telling me thank you for thinking the way that I think.
All right, and now I'm definitely interested. Okay.
I got a call last night from a buddy of mine, black buddy of mine, same guy that asked me to go to the Black Cookout.
Okay.
He said, "Hey man, how you doing?" I said, "Good man, been a long time." He said, "I know it." He said, "Hey look, I need a favor." I said, "All right buddy, what you got?" He said, "Man, intercity baseball league's about to start back up, and because of everything going on and them having basically the whole world shut down, we have had zero time to do any kind of fundraising for the intercity baseball league. Would you consider sponsoring a team?" I said, "Hell yeah, I'll sponsor a team. I'm all about youth sports, 100%. I said, "I'm down like..."
It's something that always amazed me. Like at the end of the day, to me personally, for a guy who doesn't really was not even into sports in high school, I always saw it as important, especially for the kids and the teenagers who loves it, you know. And the point that having sponsors would help fund that entire thing, you know, so everyone can actually play. It doesn't matter if they're into sports or not.
4 flats. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Absolutely." I said, "Can you meet me at the gas station in 20 minutes? I'll cut you a check." He said, "Yeah, buddy, I'll meet you there." So I grabbed my checkbook and like a bat out of hell, I headed to the gas station. Now I'm sitting there waiting, and my buddy pulls up. Recognized his car. And buddy gets out, and an older gentleman gets out, an older black man. He introduces me, and it just so happens to be that older black man is the head guy in charge for the Intercity Baseball League, and he brought him to tell me thank you, which was completely unnecessary, but I really did appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now, the older man had seen my Black Cookout video, and he was just jokingly asking me. He said, "Hey, buddy, you going to another Black Cookout for Black History Month?" And before I could even answer, my buddy turned to him and said, "Zach doesn't celebrate Black History Month." The amount of rage that come over this man's face was absolutely, it was ungodly. But I had already had this conversation with my buddy years ago and got him to understand why I don't celebrate Black History Month.
Okay.
And he was thankful. The old man looked at me and he said, "You don't celebrate Black History Month?" I said, "No, sir." He looked at me again. He said, "Do you care to elaborate why?" I said, "Absolutely." And I looked at him. I said, "Sir, I have absolutely no idea what it's like to walk around in America as a black man. I have absolutely no idea what it's like to be judged by the color of my skin in today's day and time. I have absolutely no idea what it is like to have a complete history of absolute hatred bestowed upon me simply because of the color of my skin."
And here's the thing: a lot of people still don't know that. They're still trying to cut that out of people's textbooks for history. Like, oh, we don't want the kids to feel bad. This is not a point of them feeling bad, though. That's not the point. These things did happen. Whether a lot of people like to admit that or not, this actually happened. The point that you could go to any southern museums, let's say Louisiana, there is something that will tell you, yeah, slaves were there, because it's still setting up, explaining, oh, this amount of slave was sold. This is how tall this person was. This is how tall the slave was. This is how this is what this person did. Yeah. It's the point that they're physical and yet actual proof. And a lot of people trying to deny that. Like, they don't want to feel bad. I'm like, bro, this is not about you feeling bad. This is what happened. And the point that even, like, me personally, I'm a double minority. I'm black and half Hispanic, aka I'm also again half Mexican. Um, and but mainly they're going to see me as black. If I trim my beard, shave off my head, still keep the fucking bandana, and trim up the soul patch, yes, I will look straight up Hispanic. Like, bro, but the hate's still there, whether a lot of people like it or not. You know, I'm very lucky, that I have a fiance who is basically the photo negative of me, basically white. That she loves me for me, not and I don't. She understands that like I'm not marrying her because I like white girls and everything. No, I'm marrying her because I love her. I don't give when it comes to dating or effing. When it comes down to all that, I don't see race or color because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what race or religion. To me personally, a woman is beautiful no matter what race. And you cannot appreciate culture, especially in America's standpoint, that this is technically a culturally melting pot of different cultures, basically. And yet you have people telling people to go back to their country, to go back to this, to go back to that. Even people totally forgetting that part of the United States, half of the southern states, were part of Mexico. And yet people totally ignore all of that, telling, "Oh, go back to your country." I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? But I digress on that.
For me to celebrate Black History Month is an insult to you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't celebrate a team's win if you're not on that team. What you can do as a decent person is you can honor their win. You can respect their win.
Yeah.
And you can be happy for them that they won. For having to overcome ungodly obstacles for the simple fact of just being looked at as a normal human being and an equal.
Because things didn't happen overnight. It took 100 years to say A, to cast a check. And that was from basically nearly 100 years, from 1875 all the way to 1963. Like, bro, it shouldn't have never took that long, but it did because you had people who were against it because at the end of the day, they couldn't change. And it's the weird part thing is, it's going back to what I said, everybody wants to be right, nobody wants to be wrong. They know they were wrong. That's the weird part. They knew. But their excuse, well, this was just an American way of life, so we just had to you just shut up and take it. That's not how it works. If you know something is wrong, but you passing that negativity onto generation after generation, and Jim Crow and all the other stuff like that, this crap is wrong, but you still do it anyway because society. Instead of being the ones that we need to change the rules so it can reflect in a better light. Instead of negative. The point that, how can I put this? If other countries, which they did, basically heard and saw on their newspapers what America was doing to basically fellow Americans, they were horrified. Very.
He just kind of looked at me. He was kind of taken back by the whole ordeal. I told him, I said, "Sir, for me to sit there and tell you openly that I celebrate Black History Month is an insult to your entire race. Mm-hmm. What I can assure you is that I am in full support of it. I honor it, and I respect it to the highest power." And I told him, I said, "Because, buddy, when we all get to them pearly gates up there, the man upstairs doesn't care about color.
Yep.
He cares about decency."
Mm-hmm.
I told him, I said, "Do you really think if I had any kind of hate in me at all, that I would be down here cutting you a check for a league that interacts inner city black and white kids together? I would not be here." He said, "No, you have a point." I said, "That's right. I have a point for the fact that I don't see color. Just because I'm a redneck, talk with a draw, and spit tobacco doesn't mean that I'm holding on to the old ways." Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, contrary to most people's popular belief, there is the majority of rednecks out there who do not think that way. There is prejudices given to rednecks the same way there is prejudices given to black men and women. He's kind of taken back at this point. He kind of steps back, And you can tell he's thinking real hard. Like, this white man is basically telling me right now that he doesn't celebrate Black History Month, but I can't argue with why he doesn't. He looked at me, he says, so basically you're telling me that you don't celebrate Black History Month because you don't have the right to. I said, you're exactly right, sir.
That's the simply put.
He said, do you think there's some more of you out there? I said, buddy, I got a company called Bass, Bucks, and Birds. He said, yeah, I know about it. That's who you're writing the check from. I said, yeah, absolutely. I said, my Facebook page is predominantly rednecks because that's all I talk about is hunting, fishing, and stuff like that. He said, yeah. I said, I guarantee you if I do a fundraiser for the inner city baseball leagues to help out the children to make sure that they're able to play this year, regardless of what color they are, you will see more support than you've ever seen in your whole life. He said, do you really think that? I said, I don't just think that, sir. I know that. He said, would you do that? I said, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow morning. So, like I said, from Bass, Bucks, and Birds, which is my outdoor company, which is probably predominantly white, any subscription box that is bought from my company for this month, the proceeds are going to the inner city kids. I'm going to show them, not just tell them, I'm going to show them that there is decent people out there regardless of the color of their skin and regardless if they talk with a draw. I am not only going to express to him the fact that I'm that way, I'm going to prove to him that the old days and the hatred that people will think that they're holding on to and this, that, and the other is gone. And if you're one of them idiots that holds on to that kind of hatred, you have absolutely no business at all on my page.
Right.
At all. Like I was talking about the preconceptions and stuff, just because I'm a redneck, I'm the opposite of racist. I'm well known for going to my first black cookout, which I was shown more respect there than I ever have in my life, and I will continue throughout my life to match that respect in every way, shape, and form. So if you want to be a part of it and you want a subscription box from me, go to the link in the description and buy a subscription box because I'm fitting to support that whole league. I told him, I said, I do honestly believe that the amount of people on my page and the amount of people that have let go of the hate and has finally accepted the fact that we are all God's children, I can get you enough support to fund this whole league. So if you want to be a part of it, click the link in the description. And if you're one of the people that's holding on to hate, hit that unfollow button because you got no business at all on my page.
Yeah.
I love everybody, and that's always going to be the case. Shit.
I mean, I'm the exact same way because if you can't get along with me, who can you get along with? That's where I always put it. Because I know what it's like. I know what it's like not to basically be alone, be so narrow-minded, so basically just down and no one else around. So it's one of those things that I realized that I was holding on to a lot of things. I had to let it go. I'm easy to get along with and just don't piss me off. That's all I can say. But this is why I like Zach. Zach understands. So, but anyway, if you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Zach Russian. I will leave the original link to this video down below in the description. You can watch it uninterrupted. Also link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those social platforms. Also link to my reaction playlist of murder drones. I'll leave that down below. Also link to my Cashapp. If you feel gracious enough to donate $5, $10, $50, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. Also, I will link but if you want to donate to my super thanks as well for the channel, that's fine. You don't have to if you don't want to. But that being said, if you whew, man, I need a drink after that. But yeah, but till next time, please take care of yourself. Stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
Little questions is everything they know about you.